are said to be coupled, two circuits are said to be coupled when energy transfers from one circuit to another. When energy transfers from one circuit to another, when one of the circuit is energized. When one of the circuit is energized. Okay. So that's the definition. When we will say that, what do you mean by coupling actually? So when two circuits are said to be coupled, when energy transfers takes place from one circuit to other, when only among the two, one circuit is energized. Okay. So write down how many types of coupling can be there. One is conductive coupling and another is inductive coupling. Just write coupling and made like this, 2 3 type. Okay, so one is conductive coupling and another is inductive coupling or magnetic coupling. Okay, so can anybody give me the example of conductive coupling? You know the example. Just think about.
Ma'am, can you repeat that? How many types of coupling are there?
Okay, two, conductive and inductive. Conductive coupling and inductive or magnetic coupling. Both the examples everybody can give. Just think about the examples. Whichever comes in your mind, come in your mind, just tell. Inductive coupling or magnetic coupling, it's very easy.
Transformer,
Yes, transformer.
Tesla
That is
coil,
two winding transformer. Yes. And then tell me in the conductive coupling. That's also everybody know. Think around your first answer.
Ma'am, wires.
No, why
System.
wires? Think around transformers. Transformer is inductive coupling. Think around transformer. No. Why resistor or wires? Means first of all, you look at your copy. The definition is written over there. There must be two circuits. Okay, and the two circuits are said to be coupled when energy transfers takes place from one to another, while only one circuit is energized. Right. So think about the definition and then think about that example. It's very easy. Think around transformer. Transformer is right answer about inductive or magnetic coupling.
Ma'am, amplifier.
No. How amplifier comes near? Okay. How many types of transformer are there?
two types.
What?
Step up and step down.
Another? Anything more?
And center tap transformer.
Center tap transformer. What is the name of it? Auto transformer.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Auto transformer
Yes,
means
ma'am.
potential divider. In the lab we used to see, but you are not in the lab. You have done lab physically in college.
No, ma'am.
That's why it's not coming in mind. Otherwise, in one chance everybody could say the answer, because in basic electrical lab you have to control the auto transformer in most of the experiments. Okay. Anyway, we are hoping to join the college as soon as possible. Let's look when it happens. Okay, so now we will study about magnetically coupled circuit. Okay, so write down the interconnected loops. the interconnected loops of an electric network through magnetic fields. What is magnetically coupled circuit? The interconnected loops of an electric network through magnetic fields. Okay. So first of all, we will study about self-inductance and mutual inductance. I know you have the concept of it. So we will just take it as revision. Okay, so there will be a discussion on self-inductance. So who can tell me that what is self-inductance? So anybody can tell what is self-inductance? You have read in the first year, na, self-inductance and mutual inductance. Resist current itself. That is resistor. Induction of voltage in current carrying wire. Okay. I'm making it more clear to you. Current is changing. Current produced by the same magnetic field means everybody have the concept, but whatever you are telling, it's not as a whole you are telling. That is mutual flux. So induced voltage in coil 2 will be V2. So what will be V2? V2 will be N2 number of turns. This is N2 over here. This is N1. Okay. So since V2 will be equal to N2 into d phi 1 to dt. Induced voltage due to mutual flux N2 equals V2 equals to N2 d phi 1 2 by dt. Okay. Next, since phi 1 2 is related, write down it. Write in your copy, note it down. Since phi 1 2 is related, to the current of coil 1 and the induced voltage is proportional to the rate of change of I1. That means coil in current 1. Induced voltage is proportional to rate of change of I1. So we can write V2 equals to M dI1 by dt. Okay. So make them equal. Write down M dI1 by dt equals to N2 d phi 1 by d phi 12 by dt. Make them equal and find the value of M. Find the value of M.
I'm M2 D512 by DI.
Into d phi 12 by di.
By DI.
Sorry, it will be di or dt.
DI.
No, sorry, it will be di, right. Di. dt will cut down. So it is coming M equals to into d phi 12 by di. Right? So
DI1.
similarly, yes,
There will be DI1.
yes, di1. Okay. Only di1, yes. So similarly, we can write the same thing for coil 1 also. This was the induced voltage in coil 2. That means the current was, we were considering current I1. So next, if we consider current I2 and if we find the induced voltage in coil 1, that is V1, so what will be the value of M? Please find it out in the similar manner and tell me the answer.
Ma'am, for coil 1.
For coil 1, that means current is flowing to coil 2 and what will be the value of M for coil 1? What is the answer coming?
N1 D521 divided by DI2.
N1 d phi 21 by di2. Everybody is getting it? Yes. Okay. Okay. So looking at here, we can write similarly. If in the examination you are asked to find it, just you do need to calculate up to here, and after that write similarly. M equals to, similarly for coil 1, M equals to N1 d phi 21 by di2. No need to do it again. Just for your understanding purpose, I told you to do. No need to do in the examination. Just write similarly. Okay. So now note something I am telling. The final equation actually will come M equals to N2 phi 12 by I1 and M equals to N1 phi 21 by I2. So how the D is omitting means the derivative. So we will write one note for it. Write down mutual inductance. Mutual inductance is the bilateral property of the linked coils. mutual inductance is the bilateral property of the linked coils. Okay, so when the coils are linked with air, when the coils are linked with air as medium, the flux and the current are linearly related. The flux and the current are linearly related, and the expression becomes like this. Okay. Complete everybody. Any queries still now? Okay, can you repeat from when? From when means till the line when?
When coils are linked
When
with
the
air.
coils are linked. Okay. When the coils are linked with air as medium, means if the medium is air, in between them, if this is air, when the coils are linked with air as medium, then the flux and the current are linearly related. Linear in a linear non-linear, that's linearly related. So the expression becomes like this. Okay. Any queries?
Can you show the expression?
Yeah. Oh, can you show the expression? Just remove the ddt. As they are linearly related, so we have to remove the ddt. M equals to N2 phi I 12 by I1, and M equals to N1 phi 21 by I2. Okay. So next heading will be, your next topic will be coefficient of coupling. Coefficient of coupling. We revised about self-inductance and mutual inductance. Now we will study coefficient of coupling. Okay. So it is defined, coefficient of coupling is defined as the fraction of total flux, that links with the coils. Total flux that links the coils. So coefficient of coupling is, we denote it with K. We denote it with K. Okay. So according to definition, K will be, right? K equals to coefficient of coupling. The definition. Okay. It is defined as the, fraction of total flux that links the coils. Fraction of the total flux that links the coils. That means we are denoting coefficient of coupling as K. So write K equals to coefficient of coupling equals to coefficient of coupling equals to phi 12 by I1, sorry, phi 12 by phi 1, phi 12 by phi 1, or we can define it as phi 21 by phi 2, phi 21 by phi 2. If the total flux is phi 1, then coefficient of coupling is the fraction of will be phi 12 by phi 1, or it can be defined as phi 21 by phi 2. Okay. So write down phi 1 and phi 2 is the flux in each coil. Phi 1 and phi 2 is the flux in each coil. And phi 12 and phi 21 flux linked with the coils. Phi 12 and phi 21 is the flux linked with the coils. Okay. Now, as this is a fraction, its definition is as defined as the fraction of the total one. So, what will be its value? We need to know that. So, write down, since phi 12 is less than phi 1, phi 12 is less than phi 1, and phi 21 is less than phi 2. Phi 21 is less than phi 2. So the max value of k is, that means the maximum value of k can be, what can be the maximum value? The upper one is always smaller than the down part, down portion. So its maximum value can be unity. So k can be, the max value of k is unity. Okay. So already we got the value of m. This one and this one, right? So multiply these equations. Multiply these equations. That means in the left hand side you will get m square. So m square equals to what it is coming, and from there find the relation between m and k. Try to find, otherwise I will do it. It's very easy actually. Okay, k is small. So what it is coming, m square equals to something is coming. So what is the relation between m and k? To find the relation, you need this screen and also this screen. With the help of these two screens, you can find the relation between m and k. Done? Everybody is doing? Okay. Sreyashi, tell me the answer. Sreyashi? Sreyashi, please unmute yourself.
Ma'am, I couldn't do it.
Okay, I will help surely. No problem. Sreyashi, please unmute yourself. Shubhodeep,
Yes, ma'am.
have you done it?
I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not getting it right.
Okay. Aritrika?
Yes, ma'am, doing.
Okay. Devabrata?
Yes, ma'am. It's m equals to k into n root of n on n2.
Root of?
N on n2.
No, no. Why n? How come n1, n2? Then if there is n1, n2, then there will be also phi 1, I1. They will remain, na? Okay, so those who have done, you just check, and the rest try to understand. Okay, already you have both these slides with you. Okay, both the slides we need to find the relation between this m and k. Okay, so what it is? M square. I am multiplying these two equations. So what it will come? M square equals to n1 n2 into phi I1 by I1 into phi 21 by phi 12 by I1 into phi 21 by I2. That means n1 into phi 12 by I1 and phi 21 by I2. Once I will do it, you will tell, oh, it was so easy. Okay, so again look this relation. You can put the value of phi 12. Phi 12 is k phi I1 and phi 21 is k phi 2. Okay, k phi 1 and k phi 2. Right? So I'm putting the value n1 into k phi 1 by I1 into k phi 2 by I2. That means what it is coming? K square by this 2k, k square, into, I'm just changing the writing style, that is N1 phi 1 by I1 into N2 phi 2 by I2. Okay. So what is N1 phi 1 by I1? N phi by I is equals to L. That means N1 phi 1 by I1 means L1, right? So I can write it k square into L1 into L2, right? So M will be k root over L1 into L2. This is the relation. Isn't it very easy? It's not N1, N2, it will be L1, L2 Bimbayan. Okay. So our class time is over. So today up to now, you study at your home. If any queries come in your mind, then note it down. And again in the next class, we will recap this and start from modeling of coupled circuits. Okay. Whatever we did today is just the basic. From the next day, we will do the main thing, that is modeling of coupled circuit. Okay. So note it down, M equals to K into root over L1 N2. And please everybody write your roll number in the chat box. Shubham Roy, YL. Look, N phi by I, right? N1 phi 1 by I1. Look over here, from our definition of inductor, we can say L equals to N phi by I. This is the basic definition. N phi by I equals to L. That's why here L. Okay. Okay, thank you everybody. Write down the roll number and you can leave the class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.